Greece is open again for travel and tourism. The list of those able to travel is expanded, with the UK, the US, the rest of the EU, and quite a few other countries allowed to travel to Greece. But what can you expect when you arrive in Greece? In this second part video of Greece's reopening, we explore who can travel, what you need to prepare, and what to expect when you arrive. But first, we want to thank you for joining us. Find us on all the other social media channels, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and click that bell to get notified when we release a new video. We also appreciate your likes and comments below, as it helps to support our channel. Oh, and don't forget to check out our website at immigration&migration.com. This video is brought to you by IAM. We believe that travel improves and inspires you and the people around you. We help you travel by providing services which overcome barriers and frameworks that simplify and enrich your experience. We just happen to be immigration lawyers. So reach out to your IAM visa coordinator when you're ready for your adventure, or already on one, and would like some assistance. Greece permitted travelers from the United States, the UK, and other countries to enter for the first time in more than a year starting May 14. Greece reopened to international tourists who provide a negative coronavirus test or proof of vaccination. Greece took taking early steps to a full reopening by allowing tourists from the US, the UK, Serbia, Israel, the United Arab Emirates, and the European Union into the country from the 14th of May 2021. Travelers from those countries can produce a negative PCR test less than 3 days old, or proof of vaccination. They will be allowed in, and permitted to skip the mandatory week-long quarantine in place. You are currently allowed to fly into Greece through dedicated airports of Kos, Mykonos, Santorini, Rhodes, Corfu, Athens, Thessaloniki, and Chania, and Heraklion on Crete, to reach Greece's popular holiday destinations. You would still have to follow Greece's coronavirus restrictions while you're in Greece. At present, it is mandatory to wear a mask in all public places, both indoors and outdoors, in all areas of Greece. Although many of the country's famous archaeological sites, like Athens Acropolis, have reopened, you will be faced with the following restrictions. Bars and restaurants remain closed for dining in. And a nationwide curfew is still in place from 12:30 a.m. to 5 a.m. Restricted numbers are in place for churches and religious services. A maximum of 3 persons permitted to travel in a taxi or a private vehicle, unless you are all members of the same family. Cross-regional travel is allowed for mainland Greece and the islands of Lefkada, Evia, and Salamina. Use of self-tests ahead of travel is strongly recommended but is not mandatory. Cross-regional travel to the rest of the islands is permitted but only with either proof of vaccination and 14 days since second dose, or a negative result from a PCR test carried out up to 72 hours prior to travel, or a negative result from a rapid test, or self-test, conducted up to 24 hours before travel, or documentary proof of having recovered from COVID-19, at least 2 months since infection, and no more than 9 months. If you are traveling via ferry, you will need to complete a health questionnaire and hand it to the ferry operator before boarding. The forms will be provided by the ferry operator. Temperature checks may also be carried out before boarding. There are specific measures relating to check-in, baggage allowances, and other details are in place to reduce the spread of coronavirus if traveling by internal domestic flights. You should check with your operator directly for further details. US citizens are permitted to travel to Greece if you provide evidence of a negative PCR test, and if you are aged 5 or over. Alternatively, if you are fully vaccinated at least 14 days prior to arrival in Greece, you are not required to present proof of a negative PCR test. But the Department of State has issued a travel advisory, at level 4, for Greece, advising US citizens not to travel to Greece due to COVID-19. Travelers from the UK can enter Greece if you are either a permanent resident in the UK, Greece, or another EU country, or a resident of other countries including Australia, New Zealand, and the USA. Like travelers from the US, you need to either provide a negative result from a PCR test, taken within the 72-hour period before you arrive in Greece, or show you have been fully vaccinated from COVID-19, at least 14 days before travel. These measures will allow you to avoid the otherwise mandatory 14-day quarantine period. When you arrive by plane, you will also need to take a lateral flow test at the airport. You must also complete a passenger locator form online, at least 24 hours before your arrival in Greece. The list of travelers allowed into Greece are South Korea, Thailand, Rwanda, Singapore, United Arab Emirates, Russian Federation, United States, Serbia, Israel, North Macedonia, Canada, Belarus, Bahrain, Qatar, China, Kuwait, Ukraine or Saudi Arabia, Australia, and New Zealand. Travelers from these countries can enter Greece without having to quarantine. All other travelers must self-isolate for 7 days from their arrival. You can still travel to Greece, but as it is on the amber list, when returning back to the UK from Greece, you will need to take a pre-departure test. The test can be a lateral flow, rapid antigen test, or a PCR test, with proof of a negative result. Once you arrive in the UK, you must self-isolate at home for 10 days, plus, you must pay to take 2 PCR tests, one on day 2, and one on day 8. Comparatively, Greece has fared better than the rest of Europe in containing coronavirus infections. This reopening is to recover from the losses of the pandemic, in order not to have a tourism season like that of last year. What are your views on Greece reopening? Comment below. If you have plans to travel, check out the deals we found just for you below. IAM can help with your visa application to the United States, the UK, and other countries. If you need help with a US visa, a UK visa, or a visa to Europe, including help with appointment booking obligations, IAM can help. For more information and advice on US immigration, UK immigration law and US visa applications, or if you need any help or assistance, please reach out to your visa coordinator at IAM. If you'd like to get more info on travel, visas, immigration, and citizenship, head over to immigrationandmigration.com for more free content. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for more travel and visa updates.